Hi, my loves. Here's your cosmic weather report for the week ahead. Now, this is a really big week for Mercury. And so this week, we're really going to be asked to find and use our voice and express ourselves. This week's going to bring quite a few little lessons and insights and then ask us to take action on what it is that we're learning. So we're going to begin the week with Mercury opposite Neptune, which might mean on Monday, there's a sense of confusion. There's a sense of things not quite making sense. You might find a lot of miscommunication, that you're trying to say something and you're feeling like people aren't understanding what it is you're trying to say. You might not be able to find the words to quite express yourself in the way that you want to. There might also be a little bit of doubt around your dreams. Can I really make this happen? Can I really make this work? Looking outside, comparison might be big on Monday. You're looking at everybody else and it seems like they're all doing what they want to do and you don't know how you're going to be able to make it work. I really want you to pay attention on Monday to what is coming up for you, what doubts, what comparisons, where you feel like you're not able to express yourself or your words aren't being heard. Because then on Tuesday, Mercury is going to meet Pluto in a trine. Now, this is going to be a really powerful day for then being able to speak from a place of power, from taking the lessons the day before of where is it I doubt myself, where is it I'm feeling I'm not expressing myself. Tuesday then is going to ask us to really find the power of our voice, to be able to speak from an inner authority, to be able to not be afraid to say what it is that we want to say. And we're going to be able to really draw from this place of deep inner power and wisdom to be able to speak our truth. So from Tuesday onwards, this is such a powerful time to begin to find your voice, to speak the words even if your voice shakes. This is going to lead us then towards the end of the week, and on Thursday Mercury is going to move into Libra. Now, first of all, I just want to give you the little things to look out for here. Mercury in Libra can sometimes have us all being really indecisive, sitting on the fence, not wanting to take a side, not wanting to share our opinion, and it can sometimes turn us all into people pleasers. And it can be really big on kind of procrastination. But it's also a wonderful time while Mercury's in Libra to find balance, to find harmony, to find resolutions. And so if there is anybody in your life that you need to make peace with, any conversations you need to have with people, if there's perhaps been a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, a falling out, this is a really beautiful time towards the end of the week to really be able to speak your truth from that place of inner power and authority that Mercury meeting Pluto has given us, to be able to really share what it is that we want to share from our hearts, from our deepest truth. And so it's a great time for finding those resolutions or just bringing balance and harmony back into places where there has been a little bit of a fallout, a little bit of a kind of a bridge between the two of you, whatever it might be. Because then on Friday, we get the last quarter moon. Now, the last quarter moon is in Cancer, and the last quarter moon is where we're now going to wane down towards that new moon solar eclipse that's going to come the following weekend. The last quarter moon asks us to really begin to shed and let go of what it is that we no longer want to take into the next lunar cycle with us. And especially with that next lunar cycle being eclipses, they're going to be really big lunar cycles to put us back onto our soul path. The eclipses come along to put us back on our path of destiny. They're very fated, they're very destined. They try to bring us back onto the journey that our soul wants us to take, which is why eclipses are often seen as kind of bringing big shocks and things being shaken up and things ending and things beginning, because this is our soul trying to get us back onto our path. And so as we move through the last quarter moon, this is a chance now to say, what is it that I don't want to take into that eclipse cycle with me? And if we don't do the active work of letting go of these things, that's when the eclipses might come in and do it for us. And so this last quarter moon, especially with Mercury just having moved into Libra, is such a wonderful time for having those conversations with people, to set boundaries, to speak a truth, to ask for changes that it is that you want to see happen, to be able to speak about what it is that you want and need, to use your voice to express yourself in any life areas that you have perhaps been holding back and sitting on the fence and not speaking up. This last quarter moon is that really powerful time for what is it that needs a resolution, a boundary. What do I need to speak about? Where do I need to speak my truth? Where do I need to be speaking up for myself? And what is it I'm now really ready to change, release, let go of, so I've got the space ready for that Libra new moon solar eclipse. Now, you might remember the big Aries full moon we just had was such a big, powerful moon, and it was a course corrector moon that came along to try to course correct us so the eclipses wouldn't have to bring such kind of shock revelations. And I often describe eclipses as having the rug pulled out from underneath us. That Aries full moon was like, let me help you so the rug doesn't get pulled out. Let me help you to adjust the rug so it's not going to be as much of a slip slide when the eclipses come along. So this last quarter moon now, Mercury in Libra, we've had chance all over the week to work on our communication, to work on finding our voice, to work on speaking up for ourselves. This last quarter moon, especially being in Cancer, is going to say, how do you need to be coming back home to yourself? How do you need to be gathering back to yourself so that you then can listen to and align with where your soul wants you to go? So when the eclipses come along, you're like, I'm ready, I'm aligned, I'm in balance, I'm in harmony with myself, let's go. If you're out of balance, out of harmony, out of alignment, that's when the eclipses feel like an awful lot as they come in to try to course correct all of that. So the more we can use this Mercury and Libra energy and all this Mercury energy over this week, speaking up, speaking out, we can then use those last quarter energies to really find that inner balance and harmony. Where am I out of alignment? Where am I out of balance? Where am I out of harmony within myself? And where do I need to be speaking up, speaking my truth, asking for things, expressing myself in order to create that inner harmony? And bear in mind with that last quarter moon, it might mean letting some things go. It might mean releasing some things. And this is not only on the outside, but sometimes on the inside too. We need to let go of those limiting beliefs and those little doubts and the comparison. You might have noticed at the start of the week, I mentioned earlier, we might find a lot of comparison. It might be the comparison you need to let go of. It might be the little inner chatter that's always telling you that you're not good enough. Whatever it might be, this last quarter moon is such a powerful time to let go of what you no longer want to take forward into that eclipse portal with you. So a big week for communication, a big week for finding and using your voice, expressing yourself, learning the little lessons along the way of where do I compare, where do I not speak my truth, you know, where do I sit on the fence and don't allow my opinions to come out? Where do I people please? Where do I procrastinate? And how can I use these last quarter energies to begin to let go of some of those things and find that inner balance and harmony so that when those eclipses come around, I'm already waiting at the start line to say, take me further along my path. I'm ready. So use this week to get ready to find your voice. And I will be back next week to bring you... Next week is a huge week, but we'll talk about it when we get there. Find and use your voice with this week, my loves. I hope this has been helpful. I will see you all really soon.